Sisters, can you meet me in the ladies' room? Do y'all remember that song? There's a meeting in the ladies' room. We need to have a meeting in the ladies' room. So you know that we have been on a journey about community. We've talked about the power of community, and we are now starting our next 6 weeks of care group. And I just wanted to have a little heart-to-heart with you as I share with you the topic that we are going to cover in care group. I wanted to have this heart-to-heart because I'm not sure if initially you're going to be super excited about it, but I want you to trust me, the God in me, and what I believe that God wants to do through us. Okay, so as I've been praying about what we needed to talk about, what we needed to cover, one topic kept coming up, just kept coming up. This was well before Pastor Lead started us on the journey of the power of community. This one topic kept coming up, and it was the topic of offense. Well, when it was time for us to start this Power of Community series, it just kept ringing more and more in my heart. Because one of the things that has happened with this pandemic is that the pandemic has caused us to have to go our separate ways. It's caused us to have to isolate. I know things are changing a little bit and we're trying to find ways to connect, but we still haven't been able to connect the way we normally do. And so I believe what has also happened is that the enemy has used that separation to then begin to plant little seeds and do little things in your relationship with your husband, in your relationships with your children, probably your relationships at work, maybe your relationship with your mama, with your daddy, with your sister, with your girlfriends. The enemy has used the separation that we already have because of the pandemic. And then he's allowed these seeds of offense to be planted and has just created a greater wedge. But you know what? Freed women free women. And because we are going to be women that are free, we're going to be able to go help other women get free. And so we're doing a little throwback for our care group. We're going way back. I'm talking way back. If you grew up in church at all, if you have been around church world at all, when I pull this up, you're going to say, now, wait a minute, we're going back. Y'all, we're going to dive into The Bait of Satan by John Bevere. That is going to be our topic over the next 6 weeks. Now, again, like I said, we're taking it back, but I truly believe that God is getting ready to do something in our relationships. One of the things that you've heard me talk about is the importance of a safe space. We need safe spaces where we can share freely, where we can share openly, that we can be vulnerable, that we're not afraid of retribution. We're not afraid of punishment. But here's the thing. You need a safe space with your spouse. You need a safe space with your children. You need a safe space in your friendships. And a safe space doesn't just happen. It has to be created. But even if the safe space has been created, my husband and I have a safe space in our marriage. But if we're not careful, the weeds of offense will get planted, the weeds of bitterness, the weeds of disappointment. So we can't just create it. We have to go in there and cultivate it. We got to pull up those weeds. And then we have to cover it. That means we have to protect it from outside influences. Well, I believe that God is going to do something through us over the next 6 weeks. He's going to help pull up those weeds that have occurred in the relationships that matter to you most. Let me read this to you very quickly. It says this: do you feel like there is a wall of separation between you and God? Are you aggravated, frustrated, and irritated most of the time, but you can't seem to put your finger on the cause? It may be that you have taken the bait. Offense is the bait of Satan. It imprisons countless Christians, causes church splits, severs relationships, and renders a person powerless and miserable. God deeply desires to rescue you from the deadly snare. He wants to reveal his truth to you and heal you from the pain of the past. Y'all, let's get free. And let me warn you, if you're going to go on this journey with me, it's already happened to me. It's probably going to happen to you. As we go on this journey, the enemy doesn't want us to do it. And so we're going to start to see those little things spring up in our relationships, in our connections with people. But we get to choose that we are not going to take the bait. We are going to be different after this pandemic. We're going to be different women. We're going to be mature women of Christ. We are going to create a community. We're not taking the bait. So you are officially invited to join me on the journey. Stay tuned for more information so that we can make sure you are plugged in. I'll see you soon.